to be in the building at any one time. And some people come at midday and they left at midnight. We had, I think, 20 installations throughout the place. We had a screening room. We built an outdoor stage. We had almost like an indoor stage. And I think one of the important things was that mix between an international festival coming, but also making it a local festival. It was voted one of the best art events in Buenos Aires that year and has been subsequently. Our last trip there we had 50,000 people in 3 days, which is a huge number for this so-called niche area, I think. It was on the national news, it was on the 4-page in the national newspapers. And I think half the work now is actually from that area, not internationally. So it's really, really worked on a kind of local level and international level, and it's brought all age ranges together and all disciplines together. So people come with their families for a day out, and there'll be hipsters and kind of trendy people, and there'll be artists and designers, everybody there together, and that really, I find that very inspiring, because something else happens normally from that. In our first year, UVA actually played a live audiovisual performance. Rather than them supporting a band, they were the band and did installations with us. I won't show you all of it because I haven't got much time. This is a video from the last festival we did. I'm going to show you this because it's really upped up the kind of community aspect and getting real people to engage with the content. This identity was commissioned, and all of that text is feeds from the internet where people mention OneDotZero, and it fed our identity in an organic and live way. It was made by Carsten Schmidt and Wyden and Kennedy, and it was really a challenge to Wyden and Kennedy to think digitally. So we have a mix of screening programs still. We put our identity on a 50-metre projection outside on the South Bank, kind of break out of the BFI itself and put installations outside. We also have lots of talks and presentations and panels which are important to contextualise the area but get people to really understand what's going on. We have workshops with Tinker It, funnily enough, and really kind of getting to the heart of hacking hardware and think about how things work. And it appealed to young people and old people, and I love that kind of the age range now that we appeal to. When OneDotZero started, it was very much a kind of 20 to 25 age group. Now it's literally everybody can enjoy it and come down. I don't know if that's because I'm getting old, but now people can bring their kids along. So we developed a children's program called Sprites. So we had interactive installations for them, we had workshops, we had storyboarding things. Cascade is our educational work where we brought together 40 students from different colleges from all over the country, different disciplines, and put them into individual groups to work together for 2 weeks. It was almost like a kind of finishing school for graduates before they go on to work in the industry. There is some similarities actually between Hyper Island's work. And I think making things come off the screen is really, really important. We showed a documentary about breakdancing, so it's obvious to us to take over the BFI foyer and have a breakdancing championship to support what we were doing. Etienne de Cressy is well known in the electronic DJ world. He'd worked with the collective H5, so we had him DJ in the BFI. And I think for me, it's not just about the content, it's about the subculture that surrounds it. That's what's really important, because that's what culture's about. And I think that's what we're trying to talk about here, is the difference between reality online and reality here. It's the culture affects us in much, much deeper ways. I'm going to whiz through some of the other kind of projects we do. Another way of making digital real, perhaps, was doing a TV series in '99 for Channel 4, OneDotTV, where we commissioned lots and lots of work. It was like an intervention into mainstream TV, which we repeated in 2001. A project we did in 2008 across 10 cities in Southeast Asia, where we got an audiovisual collective to work with local artists to develop a live audiovisual experience of that city, and then we toured and added to that. So it was like a live documentary supported with screening programs, and I think we collaborated with 200 people across that region and reached many thousands in terms of the work.